My name is Mia Chang, and I will be talking about ions critical to human health. Starting off, we have calcium, which is the cation in group 2. Let's talk about what a cation is. By definition, a cation is a positively charged ion, one that would be attracted to the cathode in electrolysis. Calcium's chemical formula is Ca with a charge of positive 2 due to the 20 protons and 18 electrons it contains. You can tell what ion this is by its physical properties. On the right, you can see a picture of it and how it's a soft, silvery white metallic element. As for its chemical properties, it contains 6 isotopes and can be highly reactive with other acids. You may be wondering why calcium is so important and how do humans get their daily intake of it. Some foods that contain this element are milk, cheese, green leafy vegetables, bread, fish, as well as some others. It is required for the body to maintain the strength in bones, such as the structure and hardness. Not only that, but your muscles require calcium to move and for nerves to carry messages between the brain and all body parts. The average adult requires at least 700 milligrams per day in order to stay at constant levels. If you have low levels of calcium, this could possibly lead to diseases such as osteoporosis, osteopenia, or hypocalcemia. Osteoporosis is a disease where the bone density diminishes and becomes weak and brittle. Osteopenia is the midway point to osteoporosis, and hypocalcemia is a condition where one has lower levels of calcium needed. To overcome this deficiency, you can consume more dairy products, take calcium supplements such as calcium carbonate, or have a doctor inject calcium directly into the body. As for global distribution for deficiency, the national intake for calcium ranges from 175 to 1,233 milligrams per day, but many countries in Asia average around 500 milligrams per day, which is less than the required amount. The next ion we will be talking about is a transition metal cation. You can determine a transition metal cation by looking at groups 3 through 12 in the periodic table, as well as making sure the atom has a partially filled D subshell. Now onto the ion we will be specifically talking about, which is manganese. This ion's chemical is Mn with a charge of positive 2. As you can see on the left, there's a picture of manganese, and as you can tell, it is a brittle pinkish gray hard metal. As for its chemical properties, this metal is difficult to melt but easy to oxidize. Manganese is extremely important for the body, and you get your daily intake of it just through these dietary sources, which include whole grains, clams, oysters, mussels, nuts, soybeans, vegetables, and coffee. The reason your body needs it is to keep the brain functioning normal, and that goes for both the nervous system and enzyme systems as well. Not only that, but it also plays a role in bone formation, blood clotting, and reducing inflammation. The daily requirement for manganese isn't much, but it is a trace mineral which your body only needs a small amount of. So that means that men should have around 2.3 milligrams and women should have 1.8 milligrams per day. When someone has low levels of manganese, this can cause serious issues in their body. Diseases and conditions can form due to deficiency, including epilepsy, osteoporosis, diabetes, and exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, which is the inability to digest food due to shortage of digestive enzymes. A couple ways you can overcome this deficiency is by having your doctor prescribe manganese supplements or including more manganese-rich foods into your diet. Although it is uncommon to have low levels of this element, recent data states that 10% to 30% of the population in countries are low in manganese. Here's a video of manganese to get an even better understanding of why it is so important for your body.